This project is connecting children and young people with policymakers in their area, and obviously that needs some facilitation and facilitation of the children's voices. So we want to help articulate the UN Convention of the Rights of the Child, where the right of the child is to express their views and opinions of the life that they should live and the future, which obviously against climate crisis, through whichever mode that they want. So this project offers them any choice of art, visual art or other forms of art to express themselves towards activism. So we're supporting Artivism. We've got one origin in the Highlands of Scotland. So we've partnered with Highland One World, and they've been working in running mock COPs. With every COP that happens internationally, they work with children and young people in the schools to model the processes and the debates and then express themselves through art to take their voices to policymakers. We've also partnered with the African Alliance of YMCA, and they've been running or starting to run a climate games where they're empowering young people in their alliances, and we're particularly working with the Kenyan Alliance to create games that express through board or digital or team games their views on the future, to express to their communities through their local languages and their local sort of ways of living. So we've brought those two together. We want to offer performance, we want to offer music to be able to bring the projects together. The way we're going forwards with that is connecting these communities. So we've got Scotland, Wales, Kenya and Nigeria, getting those communities together on our virtual platform. And we're going to be creating open access resources on that. The way the project's contributing to a sustainable world is to really hear from children and young people. We wanted to directly get them to speak to those people who can help them make a difference in the societies. So get those voices through the expression in the way that means something to them, through their voice, their language, their mode of expression, to speak directly to policymakers, and in doing that becoming artivists and activists themselves. And the legacy of the project is that we're going to be supporting them in becoming climate ambassadors, and the whole project is going to be advised by a children and young people's advisory group, so that they become the change makers. We're having very rural communities that would normally communicate in very different ways. So we're really wanting to draw on the most modern and accessible technologies that connect these communities. We've got platforms at the Open University, but we've also got tools that we will find out in the local communities that will really help us to connect one another. And it's a participatory project, so we all need to have democratic spaces where we can meet with one another. The Open Learn Create platform is something that our partners have chosen to co-badge with us and feel is a really good place for us to communicate with one another, but also with the world. I think our partnership with the African Alliance of the YMCAs is a really exciting opportunity to really learn from them and the work that they've been doing with generating their power hubs and their climate games, and to share that through our networks and to use their networks. They're also drawing on some young researchers from the University of Nigeria and other matched funding, and building in with their projects to enhance our project and our project to offer them the research strand that they had been looking for to help them evaluate their work. I'm really excited by the fact that we've got now networks with our partners that we can host on a common platform where these collective voices from the children and young people through different modes and languages can be a space where people can be brought to and taken from to wherever it needs to make a difference. And we hope that the Open Learn Create platform is going to offer a whole range of educational resources and that people will use beyond our project. We will learn from the children and young people. We'll learn from those who are closest to those children and young people, which is why our project needs to be intergenerational, and it also needs to be locally driven and locally adapted. And we will learn from them, and it will come up from local to global, and we will hopefully globally be able to learn about different ways of knowing, different ways of living and different views of the future.